My name is Mason Gooding, and I play Chad. I am a fan of horror films, but even that took a little while. I was a big baby as a kid, and I couldn't really handle much, blood or gore. It wasn't until I saw the original Scream with my father in my sophomore year of high school that I kind of came into my own and realized the entertainment value to be had in scaring the poop out of yourself. Specifically with Scream and what Wes in the beginning and Kevin brilliantly sort of crafted was the idea of this homegrown terror where you have a neighborhood full of people you think you know as well as you do, only to have one, or in the case of a few of these movies, to two people be psychotic serial killers. And you could put as many monsters or as many ghosts or spooky things in your film. I personally feel like there's nothing more horrifying than the fear of the domestic terror. Things that, again, could be all too familiar to you that end up being the most horrific things in your life. The cast in this movie is truly, I'll take moments to myself in watching their performance, even whilst in the scene, being completely captivated by the way that they convey emotion without letting it hinder the rest of the film, whether it be because they're guilty or they're trying to appear guilty while actually being innocent, is just the most inspiring and invigorating part of the job. David never ceases to amaze me in the way that he'll have such a, scope, and I'm trying not to use range because that's so overused when it comes to actors and doesn't do him justice to speak to his ability to sort of transcend, character dynamics and tropes and become his own entity, both on screen and off. It just speaks to his love for both the franchise and, us as a cast as well. And I mean, if you want to talk about loving a cast, I could gush about Nev for hours on end. That woman has no right being as lovely and hardworking as she is, considering she is the tried and true Scream Queen. And despite that, we'll take moments to make sure everyone's feeling okay and heard on set, and even out at dinner while we're hanging out. She's plugged into each scene and each action sequence the way that, you would hope, you could only hope as a kid the heroes you watch on screen would be. And I guess if we're gonna talk about from childhood till now, watching Courtney do her thing on screen was like mind-blowing. If there's one thing Courtney is, it's present and just captivating and just monumentally exciting to see. I'm excited for a few things. Mainly, I'm excited for people to see the respect that's been paid to the legacy and Wes and the original Screams as they were, and how we've taken every step and precaution to make sure that people feel like their comfort horror movie has been respected and understood to the full extent that it could be. And then I'm just excited for people to see and to live with these characters in the way that they're going to.